Good evening, this is QTV News coming to you live from our studios on Kairaba Avenue, and I am Asma Uba. Thanks for joining us. Here are the main news headlines. The campaign against FGM has registered a milestone following the conviction of 3 women in the Central River region, the first such conviction in the Gambia. Thank you for staying with us. Now, the campaign against FGM has registered a milestone following the conviction of 3 women found guilty of violating laws that ban the practice in the Gambia, marking the first conviction of FGM offenders in the Gambia. Mudalamin Chu has more.
The 3 women convicted of FGM crime are all from the Central River region. A prosecution by the police led to their conviction by the Kawur Magistrate Court in the Central River region. At Bakadaji village in Sierra North, Yassin Fati was caught circumcising 8 children aged between the ages of 4 months to 1 year. The incident was reported by a community-based facilitator of GAMCOTRAP, a leading feminist and women's rights organization in the Gambia. Dr. Aissatou Touré is Gambia's former vice president and executive director of the Gambia Committee on Traditional Practices Affecting the Health of Women and Children, GAMCOTRAP.
Because he was alerted, we have a lot of community-based facilitators in the Gambia. I have about 365 of them who are grassroots activists, who have been trained, who have been exposed, and they've been doing this work. And they go around to look at what is happening in the communities in terms of gender-based violence, in terms of particularly FGM and early marriage, and give us the data. Then we follow up. Now, this happens to be at a time when the law is in place because they've been reporting, and when we take it to court, it is thrown out. Also
arrested were 2 other women who are parents of the children who were being circumcised. Late last month, the police prosecuted the accused, all of whom pleaded guilty. Their pleas of guilt cut the trial process short, leading to the 3 being convicted by the magistrate's court. In mitigation, the women offenders pleaded for leniency, saying that they were not aware that FGM is illegal in the Gambia. This was rejected by the magistrate, who sentenced each of the women to pay a fine of $15,000, in default of which they are liable to serve a 1-year jail term. The magistrate gave what appears to be a light sentence in consideration of the age of the circumciser, who is over 40 years old. For the 2 other women, one is pregnant while the other is a breastfeeding mother. In 2013, the over 80-year-old circumciser was trained and supported by GAMCOTRAP and took an oath to stop practicing FGM.
And one of the women who did this, the circumciser, is a trainee of GAMCOTRAP. She has benefited from an alternative employment. We gave her a source of livelihood. It was a bakery, and then we built the bakery. We gave her money to start with, and then twice we have been supporting her.
Female genital mutilation is a deep-rooted traditional practice in the Gambia and in other parts of West Africa. For 35 years, GAMCOTRAP has campaigned against the practice in the Gambia without seeing justice for the victims.
Let them give us resources. The commitment is there. We have the expertise. We have the experience. We have already gotten the profile, and we have all it takes to do it. But we need the resources to move forward. It's not about us. It is about justice for the young people, and also fulfilling the government of the Gambia's commitment and the UN's United Nations call to end FGM, in which all countries have subscribed to.
Female genital mutilation is a harmful and illegal practice in the Gambia and many countries around the world. A law banning it was introduced in 2015, making it a crime in the country. People found guilty of the crime could be sentenced to 3 years or fined $50,000 or both. Despite the law, FGM is still widely practiced in the Gambia. According to Gambia's latest demographic health survey, the rate of FGM is around 76% between the ages of 14 to 49 and about 51% for girls up to the age of 14. Mahmoud Lamin Choi, QTV News.